question number 4, which says that how many terms of this particular AP must be taken such that their sum is 78. Okay, so means what is given in this particular question says that how many terms we have to take in this particular AP, and already given the sum is what, 78, right? So just first write whatever the value we can find from that particular AP, right? So what can we find from that particular AP? We can easily find that the A value is what, the first term, which is here what, 24. We can easily find the D value, which is A2 minus A1, that is 21 minus 24, and which is what, negative 3. So D is negative 3. And here also what is given, the sum of n term is given, that is 78, and we have to find how many terms, means we have to find the value of n, right? So whatever all these things are given in the particular questions, so just apply the formula for sum of n term of AP, and then from that particular applying the formula, you will easily get the value of n, right? So how, just have a look. So the formula for sum of n term of AP is what, n upon 2 2a plus n minus 1 into d, that is equals to 78, that is n to what is the value of a, that is 24, plus n minus 1, what is the value of d, that is negative 3, equals to 78 multiply 2, right? So this is exactly what, that is 48 minus 3n plus 3, right? And that is equals to 156. So again just solve little bit, so it is 51 minus 3n is equals to 156, right? Now just solve little bit more, so you will get what, you will get 51n minus 3n square is equals to 156. And I told you that whenever there is a coefficient of x square, or the highest power term, means highest variables, so at that time whenever the coefficient is negative, just take that is positive, means whatever what you have to do from here, just take the minus 3n square from left hand side to the right hand side. How, just look, this is exactly what, 0 is equals to 156 minus 51n plus 3n square, right? So exactly your equation will become something like this, right? 156 is equals to 0. But you can solve this equation further to make it easy. Just take the 3 common out from here, so n square minus, that is what, 17n plus this is 52 is equals to 0. Now clearly you can see that this is a quadratic equation, right? And we can solve this quadratic equation by the two methods, the splitting the middle term method, and also we can solve it by quadratic formula method, right? But here we can clearly see the splitting of this particular quadratic equation. What is that? This 3, first of all take this 3 is in divide, so this equation will become 0 by 3, that is what, 0, right? Now do the splitting the middle term, so that is easy here. So how can you do the splitting? Here we have 13n and minus 4n plus 52 is equals to 0, means 13 and 4 is the two numbers which on multiplying give 52 and on addition they will give 17, right? So here, from here we can take n common, that is n minus 13, and from here we can take minus 4 common, that is n minus 13 again, that is equals to 0. So n minus 4 and n minus 13 is equals to 0. So from here we can easily say that the value of n is 4 and 13. That is our answer, right? Here there are the two terms, right, which give what, 78 sum. Why there are two terms? Because after just increasing the AP na, when you move further, means 21 20 24 21 18, then 15, then 12, then 9, then 6, look, these four terms are giving the sum what, 78. And again when you move further, that is 3, that is 0, that is -3, that is -6, and up to so on. So there are a lot of term which is going to be cancelled here, means that this 3 cancel, this 3, this minus 6 cancel, this 6 same, this -9 cancel with this 9, this -12 cancel, this 12. So they are once again they are how many terms? 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10 11 12 and 13. So once again we are getting the sum 78, and at that time we have how many terms in that particular AP? 13 terms. That is why here there are two possibilities. The value of n can be 4 and can be 13 as well. Okay, just have a look the next one. Next question, that is amazing one, that is easy one actually. The main thing here in this particular question is the coordinate axis, right? Question says that the straight line passed through the point this and this, and it intersects the coordinate axis at point A and B. So just look what is the coordinate axis, right? So look, if it is x-axis, you all know that this is x-axis, this is y-axis. Actually coordinate axis consecutively we can say as x-axis and y-axis, right? Either we can say the separately x-axis and y-axis, or either we can consecutively say the coordinate axis. Coordinate axis means both x-axis and the y-axis. So means that the straight line is intersecting x-axis and y-axis at point A and B. So mean the straight line is something like this, right? And this is straight line intersecting the x-axis at point A and y-axis at point B, right? So and this straight line is passing through point, let's suppose this point B be what, -1 comma 4, and this straight line is passing through this point, that is Q, which is what, 5 comma -2, right? So whatever we have to find here, one thing is also given in this particular question, that M is the midpoint of this particular line segment AB, means there is a midpoint M here, right? That is the midpoint. Okay, so we have to find out the coordinate of particular M, right? So how can we find it? Okay, look, uh, if we find the coordinate of A and coordinate of B, then by midpoint formula we can easily find the coordinate of the M. So now my aim to find the coordinate of A and B. So how can we find the coordinate of A and B? So here we have coordinate of P and Q. So we have, if we have the coordinate of P and Q, so from here we can easily find the equation of the line, right? So when we find the equation of line, after then because coordinate A is on the x-axis, so means that y coordinate must be 0. So we can easily find the coordinate A as well as coordinate B, and then by applying the midpoint formula we can easily find the point M, right? So how can we do this one? Look, first of all, this is the PQ. So line, what can be the equation of the line? We know equation of line is what, the famous uh, equation is what, y minus y1 is equals to m x minus x1, right? That is the evergreen equation of the line. So first we have to find the m. How can we find? We know that formula for the m is y2 minus y1 upon x2 minus x1. So here if I am taking this x1 y1, then I have to take this x2 y2. I am taking this one x1, this one as y1, so this is x2, this is y2. Okay, so y2 means 4 minus y1. Y1 is what? Minus 2. Okay, upon that x2. X2 is minus 1 minus what is x1? That is 5, right? So m is what exactly? That is 6 upon minus 6. That is minus 1, right? So slope here is minus 1. So how can we find the equation? So y minus y1. Y1 is this one. Minus 2 is equals to m, that is minus 1 x minus x1. X1 is what? 5, right? So just solve it a little bit. So y plus 2 is equals to exactly minus x plus 5. So from here we can say y equals to minus x, just take this 2 this side in negative, so minus x plus 5 minus 2. So y is equals to minus x plus 3, right? So this is exactly the equation of this particular line PQ, right? Now you know that this point A, this point A is the point on x-axis, right? So we can easily find the coordinate of A. How? Look, for point A, because A point is on x-axis. So if the point A is on x-axis, that means the y coordinate must be 0. So for point A, put what? Y equals to 0, because this point A is on x-axis, right? So put y equals to 0 in this in equation 1. Let us consider this be a equation 1. So that is 0 is equals to minus x plus 3. So from here we can easily get the x value is what? 3. So therefore A coordinate must be what? 3 comma 0, because x is 3 and y is 0, right? So this point is exactly what? This point is exactly 3 comma 0, right? Now for point B, because B point is lie on the y-axis and this point B clearly lie on the y-axis, right? So if it is lying on the y-axis, then x coordinate must be 0, right? So here now put what? X is equals to 0 in the same equation, in the equation number 1, same, right? So what this will give? This will give exactly what? So when you put the x equal to 0, so this will give y is equals to minus 0 plus 3, means that y is equals to what? 3. So therefore point B will become what? That is 0 comma 3, right? Okay, now we know that if this is A, which is 3 comma 0, if this is B, which is 0 comma 3, and we know that M is the midpoint of this particular line segment AB, so then we can easily find the value of M, point of M. How? By using the midpoint formula. So M coordinate must be what? 0 plus 3 by 2, and Y coordinate must be also 0 plus 3 by 2, right? What formula I am applying here? Coordinate of midpoint formula is what? That is x1 plus x2 upon 2 comma y1 plus y2 upon 2. You already know about this formula. So here this is x1, if I am taking this is x1, so this is y1, this is x2, this is y2, right? So here 0 plus 3 by 2 and again 0 plus 3 by 2. So just solve, you will get the coordinate of M, that is what? 3 by 2 comma 3 by 2. So exactly this is your answer. Okay, okay, just look at the next one. Huh. This question is a good question in this particular paper. uh, This question says that this is a right angle triangle, okay, and BAC, okay, this means that this angle is also 90 degree, right? So we have to prove in the first part that this triangle is similar to this triangle, right? Some student what they did, they just thought that this angle and this angle is 90, which is correct, that this angle and this angle is 90. And some of the second thing, they what they did in the paper, they just take this angle and this angle as common. How can how can this angle be common? Because if this is one triangle, this is 90, and this is another triangle, this is 90. So how this angle common to this angle? These are the separate angle, na? And how these angles are equal? We don't know, na, that this is the angle bisector, right? So that is not a correct approach to solve this particular question. The correct approach is what? So correct approach is look. So first of all, we have to see the two triangles, which is which one in triangle. Look, have a look very carefully. ADB, right? ADB triangle, and just have a look the bigger triangle. If I'm taking this ADB, then what we have to take? D means 90 degree angle at the center part. So 90 degrees, which one here? If I'm taking the bigger triangle, 90 degree angle is angle A. So we have to take A as at the center part. Now in this triangle and the whole triangle, one is 90 degree है ना, and one is the common. Which one is common? C, angle C is common, right? Sorry, ADB na, I am taking ADB, so this one, right? So which one is common? B angle is common, so means B is common to B, so means we have to take the B at the last, because B is written at the third place na here, so we have to take the B at the last, so at the front we have to take C, right? So in this way we can apply the naming, right? So from here we can easily say that angle B is equals to angle B, which is what? Common, right? Then, and the second one is what? Angle A here is equals to what angle? That is, angle A here is equals to what? This angle D, right? So this where is D? This one. Angle A here is equals to angle BDA. Why? Because these two angles are 90 degree, right? Look, BDA means that this angle is equals to angle A, or we can say BAC, right? Because these both the triangles are of 90 degree, right? So in this way we can easily prove that this small triangle is similar to this bigger one triangle by angle criteria, right? But in this particular question we have to prove that both the smaller triangles are going to be similar. So how can we prove it? So just have a look one more thing. Similarly we can say that if this is small triangle, which one? This one. If this small triangle is similar to the bigger one, then in the same manner this small triangle is also similar to the bigger one, right? So in similarly triangle, what the naming we can take here? CDA, because CDA is already given now. CDA is also similar to what? Now look, C, angle C is common, so we have to start with angle C. And which one is 90 degree? Angle D is 90 degree here in the smaller one, and in the bigger one which is 90A. So CAB, right? So again CDA is also similar to CAB by angle criteria. We don't have to prove this, right? Because that is the similarity, right? From the same above part, right? And from the same this one we can say that by that particular similarly, that these two triangles, if these two triangles are similar, then these two triangles are also going to be similar, right? So let us consider this be equation 1 and this be equation 2, right? So now you can clearly see that if this triangle is similar to this and this triangle is also similar to this, means if the right hand sides are equal, then left hand side are also what? Equal. So means therefore the triangle ADB must be similar to triangle CDA. That is from where? From equation 1 and 2, right? How? Once again I am telling to you this. This is exactly what ADB triangle is similar to triangle CAB, right? And from the second equation, triangle CAB is similar to triangle CDA. So because this triangle is similar to this triangle is similar to this, that means that these two triangles are also going to be similar, na? Right? So that is why these two triangles are going to be similar, right? So from here we can prove the first part like this, right? Now the second part, the side is coming, means the role of CPST is coming. So means that BD here it is given what? First of all just apply the CPST, means what? AD upon CD is equals to DB upon DA, that is equals to AB upon AC. That is from where? That is from corresponding part of similar triangle, right? That is from CPST, है ना? So now look, whatever the value we have, just put it and find the AD, right? BD have 18 and CD have 8. Okay, just put the values. BD have 18, okay, and so just put AD we have to find, CD is 8, BD is what? That is 18, and CD, DA and AD is same, so we have to just write AD. ABAC no need to require, but still we are writing this. So now just look at the first two thing. from here we can easily say that AD square is equals to 8 multiply 18, right? So from here we can simply say that 8 multiply 18 is what, 144. So from here what is the value of AD? That is under root of 144. So what can be the value of AD? That is 12 centimeter, right? So from this way we can find the value of AD, right? So this question is not tough, actually this is conceptual question, right? So where we have to just use the similarly criteria, right? So where just first what we did, we just first similar the small triangle to the big triangle, again small triangle, another small triangle to the big triangle, and the big triangle is common, so that means that both the smaller triangle must be similar, and then apply the CPST rule and get the answer of AD, right? Now have a look at the next question. Okay, that is the matrix question. This question says that easy, this is easy, that find the value of x and y if this is equals to this. Okay, so this is simply a multiplication. You all know that how can this matrix be multiplied. Look, this multiply with this particular this, right? So how can we multiply this? Look, so the particular column, particular element multiply with the particular element means that here minus 3 multiply with the x, then plus 2 multiply with the 2, right? Just have a look about the orders. Here the order of this matrix is 2 cross 2. Here the order of this matrix is what, 2 cross 1. So means that if the order of one matrix is 2 cross 2 and order of one matrix is 2 cross 1, so multiplication is possible because this is same, and the answer must be in the form of 2 cross 1, right? So here it is what, minus 3 multiply x plus 2 cross 2, then sorry 2 multiply 2, then 0. In the same manner we can multiply that 0 with the x, plus that is minus 5 multiply with 2, that is must be equal to minus 5 and y, right? Because now you can clearly say this is 2 cross 1, this is also 2 cross 1. So from here you can equate this, right? So this is exactly what, minus 3x plus 4, this is 0 cancel, that is minus 10 is equals to minus 5 and 4. So from here you can clearly say that minus 3x plus 4 is equals to minus 5 and minus 10 is equals to y, right? So means minus 3x is equals to, that is minus 9, minus minus cancel, so x is 3, so x value is 3 and y value is what, minus 9. So this is your answer. That is easy question in this particular paper, right? Okay, now look next one. Okay, this question says that this angle is 80, this angle is 10. We have to find which angle. We have to find in the first part BEC, means we have to find BEC. Okay, let me increase the size of this particular question like this. Okay, so we have to first find this angle. Okay, so this angle we can easily find, right, by the center degree theorem, right? What is that particular theorem? Look, this is 80. Now you can easily get this value. If it is 80, then this is what, 100, right? Because of linear pair, whole is 180, one is 80, then it must be what, this must be 100, right? But this angle is the center angle. What is the name of this particular 100 angle? The name of this angle is BOC, right? And this angle is BEC. So what can be the segment here? Segment is BC, right? The same segment, but this is center angle. So this angle BEC must be half of this center angle. We know the theorem, na? Angles is making with the same segment, right? And at that time the center angle must be the double angle of the remaining part of the circle, right? So here clearly you can see that BOC, the segment is what, BC, right? So that is what B, first of all look, this angle BOC, right? This BOC plus this 80, that is what, 180. Just write the reason of this particular 180 is, why it is 180, because these are the linear pair angles, right? Okay, so from here BOC angle must be equals to what, 100, right? Now also you can clearly see that BOC angle is double the angle of BEC, because here the segment is same BC, right? So BOC angle must be twice of angle BEC. So just in place of BOC just put 100. This is equals to twice of angle BEC. So from here you will get 100 divided by 2, that is equals to angle BEC. So from here angle BEC is equals to what? 50 degree. So this is your first answer, right? That angle BEC is what? 50 degree. Now look about the angle BCD. Okay, look at the BCD. So how can we find this B, C and D? Means that we have to find this whole angle. Okay, now look very carefully. If this angle is 50, right, this angle is 50, this angle is, if it is 50, right, then this angle is also what? This angle is also 50. Why it is 50? Because this DC and BE are the parallel lines, right? So just write this one, that DC is parallel to what? BE. It is given in the question that this arrows showing that these two lines are parallel. So this implies that angle BEC must be equals to angle ECD, means this one angle, this angle, right? So from here angle ECD will become what? This will also become 50 degree, right? So it is 50, and this smaller one, this one, this which I am shading right now, this one, this is 10, this is given. So if anyhow we can find this angle, then by summing of all these three angles we easily get the BCD, right? So now my aim is to find this particular angle. How can we find this angle? Look, have a look about this one, that is the easy one. Look here, OC is equals to OB. Why? Because these are radius. You can clearly see that this is radius, and you also know that whenever the two sides are equal in the particular triangle, then the angle opposite to the same side are also be equal. Means that this angle, must be equals to this angle. Look, I am just making the taking the name angle 1, and this name is angle 2. So from here angle 1 must be equals to angle 2, right? So reason for this is what? By isosceles triangle property, right? Because this is a property of isosceles triangle, you already know. So this implies what? That angle 1 plus angle 2 plus angle BOC, this is also 180. Why this is 180? Because sum of all the angles of a triangle is 180. We already know that angle 1 is equals to angle 2. So in place of angle 2 we can write angle 1. So means 2 times of angle 1 plus BOC is what? Already we found the BOC is 100. So that is 100 is equals to 180. So we can easily say that 2 angle 1 is equals to 180 minus 100, which is what? 80. So from here angle 1 is what? 40 degree, right? So from here angle 1 is 40 degree. So that is why, so this, therefore angle BCD, this BCD whole, this whole angle, now this whole angle will become what? This angle 1, which is what? 40 degree, plus this small angle which is already given in the question, that is 10 degree, plus this angle ECD which we already found, right, which is what? 50 degree. So your answer is what? 40 plus 10, that is 50, plus 50, that is 100. So BCD angle is what? 100 degree, right? So in this way you can find this particular part which is of 100 degree, right? Now look at the last part is CED, means that CED, okay, that is easy. CED, look, angle CED, right? How can we find? Okay, just in place of angle CED, first write angle BED, right? This whole angle, I'm taking this whole one, this whole angle plus angle BCD is equals to 180 degree. Why it is 180? This whole angle and this whole angle is 180. Why? Because of cyclic, this is the cyclic quadrilateral, na? Because E BCD is cyclic, right? Already we found angle BCD and BED, we can write this as angle CED plus BEC, right? So here BEC is what? BEC is 50. So just write 50 here, plus what is BCD? BCD is, already we found BCD whole angle is 100. This is 100, which is equals to 180. So from here this angle CED is equals to 1, that is 150. Just subtract it from 180, you will get 30 degree, right? So in this way you can find the all the three parts of this particular question, right? So the main part of this particular question is the second part, right? Because in the second part we have to apply the isosceles triangle property, right? We have to apply the alternate angles property, right? Because if these two lines are parallel, this angle must be equal because of alternate angle, na? These angles are alternate interior angle, right? So in this way we can solve these particular parts. Okay, now look at the next one. Look, this question says that the Amit takes 12 days less than the days taken by the Bijoy to complete a certain work if both work. Okay, so here in this question the question says that the Amit, they are the two persons, Amit and the Bijoy, right? So Amit take 12 days less than the Bijoy to complete a certain amount of work, right? Okay, so find the number of days taken by the Bijoy to complete the work alone, right? So let the work, let the time, first of all just take the time, let the time taken by the by Amit, sorry, Amit is taking 12 days na, so just take the time taken by Bijoy, the time taken by the Bijoy to complete a work, to complete a work, right? So how many times it is, what is the time that the Bijoy is taking to complete a work? X days, right? Let us suppose Bijoy is taking X days. So so time taken by the Amit is what? Amit Amit will take the time what? Amit will take how many times, how many days? Question is saying Amit take 12 days less than the Bijoy, means X minus 12 days, right? Okay. The question is now saying that if the both the Amit and Bijoy is working together, right? Now they are taking the 8 days. So it doesn't mean that you have to add the x and x minus 12, right? Because when they are working together, right, at that time the number of days must be the less, na? Right, just have a look at some practical example. If there is a construction building, right, and in that particular construction building, if in the starting there are, let's suppose, 3 labor, right, and that is taking some let's suppose 10 days to complete a particular room, right, and now then in future the same building have to constructed by the 5 persons, right, 5 labors, then obviously that is practically you can see that if we increase the number of people to particular to construct a particular building, then the number of days taken by that particular persons to complete that building must be the less than the, right, must be less. Okay, so now, so in this way we cannot directly add this x and x minus 12, right? We have to take a 1 day work, right? So that is why in this particular type of question we have to take 1 day work. So 1 day work of Amit, 1 day work of, first of all we have to take Bijoy, because the starting I am taking Bijoy. 1 day work is what? In, if in X days he is completing some work, so 1 day, in 1 day he will complete how many work? 1 by X, right? In 1 day, 1 day work of the Bijoy is 1 by X, and same 1 day work of Amit, right? This is what? 1 by X minus 12, right? That is the 1 day work, right? Okay, and the question is, and similarly question is saying that both the, if both are working together, then they are taking 8 days, right? both are taking both are taking how many days? Both are taking 8 days to complete a work. So in one day, so in one day they complete how many work? 1 by 8 na, right? They complete the 1 by 8 work na, because they are completing the work in 8 days. So in one day they are completing, they must be completed 1 by 8 of this particular work na. So now you can add, right? So here, because one day work you can add, right, but directly you cannot add, because you already know that if we increase the number of persons, the the completion of that particular work must be decreased, right? Here the inversely proportional, right? So that is why we cannot directly add. We have to just first find the one day work of each and every persons, then we have to add, right? So here the question is saying that the total, the both, if both are taking the 8 days, means in one day they both are completing 1 by 8 work, right? So means that 1 by x plus 1 by x minus 12, that is equals to 1 by 8, right? Both I am adding one day work of this Bijoy and the Amit, means I am adding the both one day work, which is equals to the 1 by 8. Now just solve this particular equation. This is a after just taking LCM, this is x minus 12 plus this is x, this is 1 by 8, this is exactly what, 2x minus 12, that is equals to that is x square minus 12x equals to 1 by 8. Now how can you solve this particular problem? Just solve this by using by the cross multiplication. So which is what, 16x minus that is 96 is equals to x square minus 12x. So this is exactly what, x square minus 12x. This just take this 16x here this side, again minus 16x means minus 12x minus 16x plus 96 is equals to 0. So this equation will become x square minus 28x plus that is plus 96 is equals to 0. So from here you can clearly solve this particular quadratic equation by using the splitting the middle term. That is easy, 24 and 4. So you all know how to split the terms now. So minus 4x plus 96 is equals to 0. So from here just take x common, x minus 24, and from here just take minus 4 common, x minus 24, which is equals to 0, right? So now now from here you can clearly say that here the terms are x minus 4 and x minus 24, which is equals to 0. So this is what, x equals to 4 and 24. So if x can be 4, then Amit will take how many days to complete our work? Amit will take 4 minus 12, that is minus 8 days. Is it possible that the days is in negative? So no na. So means that the value of x can be, so therefore x must be what, 24, right? So x value can be 24, must be 24 here. So therefore the question says that how many days the Amit or the Bijoy, number of days that the Bijoy to complete a work, and Bijoy is taking x days, right? If he is doing alone, then he is taking x days. So Bijoy takes how many days? Takes 24 days to complete a work, right? So this is your particular answer, right? So that's it. Okay.